Middlesbrough fan Crossen was a promising semi-professional footballer when he suffered a stroke that changed the course of his career. For notifications of latest Insight features and find latest in range via BBC Sport app. Matt Crossen doesn't remember the exact moment he had his stroke, but his memories of the aftermath couldn't be clearer. As he lay in the hospital, deprived of his ability to walk, read and write, he had only one thing on his mind. There was something inside me that knew immediately that I would come back to football. He said. The former semi-professional, who now captains England's Cerebral Palsy team, still suffers from pins and needles covering the left side of his body a decade later. But physical impact of the event is only half story. Crossen's journey from highly rated teenager to the top of the money game, spanning a range of impairments from partial sight to cerebral palsy, has also been a mental battle. This is story transformation from trauma of a stroke to European Championship, a title that continues to elude England's men's teams across all forms game. It's seen eerily familiar to every English football fan, the final stages of a knockout tournament. Hopes soaring and formidable foe lurking. But this isn't the Wembley of 1996 or 2021. Or not Australia in 2023. This is Sicily, the scene of the Cerebral Palsy European final 6 months ago. Forget footage of the 11 players impatiently waiting for penalties. There are only 7 people on pitch in England. Fortunately, this is more about following laws of the game than breaking rules. Cerebral palsy teams consist 7 players, one of a series adaptations to help athletes dealing with neurological disorders. It could be argued that small-sided games place even more emphasis on the main heroes. Crossen, who has been England's captain for the last 6 years, is one of them. It's a role he enjoys. I kept telling the lads throughout the tournament pressure is a privilege. He told BBC Sport. The pressure won't kill you, it's just something you have to succeed at. Crossen's perspective stems from painful experiences. 10 years ago, while speaking to students at a local university, he suffered a stroke that paralyzed the left side of his body. Crossen was only 23 years old. I completely lost all feeling and felt like my arm was in the air even though it was on my chest. That's how weird it was. He said. There were no warning signs. According to Crossen, doctors who ran tests after the stroke were so stunned that they became interested in examining the event as part of a medical study. The midfielder had played 16 games for Northern League side Marski United in the 9th tier of English football when he made his strike. No matter what form of the game, his return to the field was far from a foregone conclusion. During his 6-day hospital stay, Crossen had to relearn how to walk, read and write. Remarkably, just a month and a half later,